Hi everyone and welcome to Smart Home Tech. Today I want to talk about a special line of product. I did a video sometime back about a product called MiBoxer LED controller. Right, so that's the one we'll be looking today. So this is what it looks like. There is a video on my channel about this and you guys liked it a lot. So I thought today we'll talk about how the whole setup look like, what all the different components are available and which is the cheapest method to get there. Where you can control like 3-4 lights very easily with a single remote and try to avoid Wi-Fi when you can, right? So let's look at this particular setup now. MiBoxer has lots of different type of products are there, but these are the three I really like. So if you look at the K 2.4 gateway, this is a 2.4G gateway. So this is a RF gateway, as well as the controller we have, LED controller, that is also 2.4. Plus we have a remote which controls that. The connectivity is super easy. I put all the three models on this page so you can take a look. Now before we start, let's go to our screen and take a look at the different products we have available on this model. Okay, so I'll take it there. So this is AliExpress. This is where I ordered these devices. So this was exactly the kind of a setup here, right? And if you look at these, the price of these controllers, 35, 36, 37 RGB, right? So this is pretty, this is like $5 each, right? And you can get the whole set here just like that. And then you have this box, which is just $15. This box is fantastic. This box supports several stuff, right? So the idea is this is an RF control box. So before I jump into it, let's see the product first, and then we'll come back to this page and I'll show you what I'm looking at it. So here is the test setup we have. So these are the three products you can see, plus on the right side you can see there is a light we have on top, and if I press the button on off, you should be able to see that on another screen light is going on and off. So right here you are seeing the light is going on and off, right? So that's why this is important. So this remote is there. Now there are 4 remotes possible here, and I can technically turn all of them on and off just like that. So if I have 4 different lights, I can control them separately, or I can manage them separately. So this is the remote for it. Now this is the real LED controller. As you can see, this model is right now not available at AliExpress or anywhere else. They released a new model for this one, which has not only have 2.4G. So this is only RF controller, right? I wanted to set up a light for my test lab for the production video. So I did not want to pay for, the other models which are doing a lot of stuff, and the Wi-Fi model, which takes time to respond sometimes. So the best way was that using the RF remote controller. So, and this came pretty cheap, right? So this remote controller cost me, I believe, about $4 or $5. So $4 or $5 was the cost, $5 or something for each one, and I bought like 5 of them. And then I got the this remote, and then I bought this also, the gateway, and they worked out really well, right? This setup is so stable that it can work just without any problem. Plus, they have a lot of other remotes are there. So like I can use this remote also, which is like something you can put it on the wall, right? And then you can use it, and I can press the button to turn off light on and off. So it's like so many controls are there, and this particular device runs on 2 AA battery, probably for 6 months without any problem. And let me give you a quick tour to the light I created out of it. So it's made of LED lights, simple. So let me pause the video and then get you back. So this is how the lighting setup look like. As you can see, I put some LED strip inside this pan and then mounted LRS 100-12 meanwhile plus this particular connector, and you can see the power is going inside it and it's diffusing the light pretty well. Power consumption is amazing when it comes to it, and this is how the setup looks like. So now you have seen how the product is created, and it's pretty DIY friendly, and the light is fantastic. It's the LED strip, the one you put it, but the controller is amazing. Controller never miss a beat, right? Now let's go back to the web page where this current model is not available, but these other models are also not that bad. They're also pretty much, they're like $7. Yeah, things are costly in last 1-2 years compared to, and I've been using it for some time and I'm liking this particular product now. So let's go. So they have this Wi-Fi WL box. So let's go down and we can take a look at the product better. So this is a 2.4 hertz gateway, the device, and then what it is doing is it's sending a 2.4 gigahertz signal to basically turn on and turn off light, the same way the remotes are sending. So the RF is super fast. You have multiple ways. You can technically set up Alexa and Google Assistant to call the light and send all the data about it. And here you can see the picture, and now let's see what else they have it here. So yeah, that's the app. We'll take a look at the app in a bit, and it's compatible with the lights, right? So every time this MiBoxer has they also call it Milight or FUTlight, multiple names, and I believe BTF Lighting is also selling their products. So the product, I believe, is made by MiBoxer. That's why the labeling is everywhere, MiBoxer. And the company name is probably FUTlight. They have lots of product. They have Zigbee products. They have the one which supports actually Tuya also. When I buy typically product, I look for the ones which are compatible with at least either Smart Life or directly with Alexa. So, because otherwise you have to manage multiple apps. In this case, I am managing a different app because this is purely a RF gateway, right? So it's not in the support, but there is another model for the same model which says RF as well as Wi-Fi. So that model can, RF as well as Zigbee 3.0. So that model can basically do that. And in a way, Zigbee is pretty fast. Zigbee is actually 100 meter compared to RF is 30 meter. But these RF devices, transfer the signal, pass on signal to the next one. So that way, it's pretty reliable, pretty good. It can go quite a distance. Now let's see what else we have. Yeah, so you can see that screen is important. So there is a micro USB, so power need to be in. Now you're seeing a sys button. So when you press the set key for about 3 seconds, this will start, blinking. And then once the connection is there, now you open your app and set up there. And once connection is set, then the link will become green here. And that's how. So this is their app, Milight app. This is a new version. I'm using the MiBoxer app, which is already there, and that's working just fine with me. I believe this will give you probably some more features and all that, but I haven't tried it. But with this line of product, they are recommending it. So this is the LED controller, right? So this is a single color dimmer. We are talking about RCCCT. So you can go RGB LED. This is RGB 38. We need to go to 39. 39 is the right one. Yeah, so that's the one, RGB plus CCT. If you're looking for full colorful lights, then this is the controller you need. Price of the controller is pretty much same. So I bought like all of these with FUT39 because you just connect the right wires which you need, right? If you don't have CCT, and then just do RGB, right? If you have only CCD, then don't do RGB, just connect to CCD ports, and it does work. It's pretty good in that sense. Now max output is important, 6 amp it's putting, total is 10 amp. So even though this look a little bit different, it's pretty much exactly same as the one I bought it. This probably is, you know, better process, or better connections and better quality, or maybe not. That's something for you to figure it out. The reason I bought it is because this one allows me to, you know, screw it in on the back of, basically this one allows me to screw it in back of that part. So that's on the back of a plate or something, so I can install it. The other one doesn't have that, so that's probably one of the reasons I went for this. There are new ones available, so let's take a look at the website back. What are the other things available? So this is the one which says 5-in-1 model, right? So this one supports RF, this one supports Wi-Fi. So you don't need this gateway anymore, the RF gateway, to control these lights, right? So you can basically connect it through Wi-Fi. So this is, and supports Tuya, which is smart light, right? Alexa and everything. So this is definitely a better product, but you can see the price is almost doubled here. For these particular lights, I do not see a value of paying more. So I probably bought the full system here, which was pretty reasonable for me. So as you can see, this is how it works. The phone can control the gateway, and gateway can pass on the RF lights to control it. Right. So now let's see. There's another product here, which is also, this is 75 watts. So the one I have is also around 72 watts, 6 amp. So 72 watts. This is 75 watt, and I like this product because having this means that I don't have to buy that Meanwell LRS, 100 watt controller. So no more two different devices. This makes the setup pretty simple. Price 37, probably more. Meanwell will be cheaper in terms of it, but the management point of view, this is 100, 120 and 240 watt. So that way, this product is useful if you're looking to put it. And I'm looking to buy one of this because I need to. I have some LED lights which I bought from Amazon, which basically it doesn't have enough space inside it for me to replace that controller, because that controller only supports RF, which cannot be mapped with this control with this device, which means I replaced it, put another controller, but I have to put two different controllers, right? One is which converts the power to 12 volt, and then this controller to control the lights. So this single controller does both, and it has sufficient space to do that. So this seems very enticing, and you can see this controller also has multiple features. This is Wi-Fi also. So, and 2.4 RF also, which means most of these remotes will be able to control these lights just fine. And I just press the light, so the light just gone up, and you can see on the side, right? Okay, so the light screen is not there. Let's go back. So this is good. It's on Amazon. They're charging $30 for this. I don't see why, because if we come here and pick the same box, this is $15 here, $14.39 in fact, right? So this is gonna take probably a good amount of time to reach it to you, but it's exactly the same product. There's no point in buying it from Amazon unless you are in a hurry to set up your system. So that's there. Now, the new products, if you really want to buy the new product, then I would recommend that look into this. And even though this is 2.4 and Wi-Fi, I would recommend looking for the Zigbee 3.0 product at this point. Those are fantastic. I have some of them, and they work really, really well. And this particular model, this this particular model is now available with Zigbee 3.0. And yeah, I would say you can buy that model, and that way it serves two purposes. It can control one set of RF lights, at the same time support all the Zigbee devices, at the same time, extend the signal. So this is probably that will cost you double than $15. The price is somewhere here in the links if you go down. But to me, that seems like a pretty solid product. And the best part of this light, and if I go to our other screen, the best part of light is like the controllers like these, right? So this is like go onto the wall, and this one is like you can put remote anywhere you want. You can literally, reduce and increase the light, complete control. When I go back, I can basically, check when the lighting is correct, and having 3-4 such lights which you can control with one controller really help. And as you can see, the light is so bright that so right now when it's fully bright, it's taking about 72 watt, and I checked with the watt meter, it is taking that much. So that's what I have. So let's take a look at the LED. This is my LED headlight. So you can see right now it's taking 3.6 watt of power, and you can see the light. It's lighting up reasonably well. So in normal scenario, when I'm working, I like this much light to be coming. And the main light is right on the ceiling light, so that takes care of most of it. But this gives the filler light, and if needed, we can always increase the light like that. And as I increase the light, you can see the power will be changing. And this is Sonoff switches. Sonoff switches actually plugs has this power monitoring, and I just love that idea to keep an eye on everything. What else is there? So I have like 8 of these switches. I got it for, I believe, about $30 or something. So they were pretty cheap, and now you can see it's taking almost 60 watt of power. Another thing I want to show you is look at the online. This MiBoxer app, and this is the controller you have. You can set up different zone to control, and you can control white light and whatever you want. So right now we are on zone 4. I set up this light. So if I click off, you can see I can control the light even with the app also, and turn it on with that. I can set it up for Alexa too at the same time. So if you go here, you can set up voice control, set up with Alexa. I will guide you what's the process, but point is, once you have the light set up, you can control it using. And this is better. Wi-Fi I typically don't prefer because, for example, the Amazon Eero supports only 75 devices when it comes to Wi-Fi 6 model, and I believe the latest one supports 150, which is a pro model, but that costs like crazy amount of money compared to this one. So that's this particular, I try to avoid devices which use too much Wi-Fi, and I have like 6-7 different Wi-Fi systems. I have TP-Link also, which takes care of my main connection to my office related stuff, right? The key devices. But I use for IoT stuff, I'm using the Eero, and it's doing a reasonable job. But 75 device is nothing when it comes to smart home, and I found challenges after that. So that's why RF is like crazy simple, and it's so cost effective, right? Even if you buy like every light for $5, every controller for $5, and you want to do a 4 light setup, you're practically not paying much there. All right, so let's turn it on, and you can control the brightness here also. So I can say bring it down. I can control it as much as I want. And these are the CCD lights. I don't have RGB functionality for this light. So that's something you can change. You can basically change whatever the remote you want to change here To me, I'm fine with this remote because I just don't use the other function of the changing the color, because if I want to come, just reduce the right, and once you go to the right place, it will work out fine, right? So having said that, that's what we look into it. And if I go back to the LED light panel, I can actually turn off light through my son-off controller also if I had to. And this works typically pretty well. Now the light can be controlled and the power would be 0 for sure. But these lights take much less power for me to even worry about, right? And so now we can see it's taking about 6 watt of power, and I think the light is pretty decent here. So hopefully this gives you some idea that if you want a quick and dirty LED light setup where you want to create your own devices, or even if you have a LED strip setup already there, or you just want to make it, automated and voice control and all that, then these are some of the products. Just so you know, the RF product does not have voice control. For that you need to buy the Zigbee one, and Zigbee one would be pretty good actually. If I'm buying it again, I'll probably go with the Zigbee option, but that's costing double the money. So do I really want to pay for it? Is the question to be asked. Let's see what else we have. Oh, and this is the MiBoxer. This is something I already have a video there, so you can take a look at it. This one is Wi-Fi Fine 1 controller. So basically it supports all the RGB CCT lights plus Wi-Fi plus RF controller. So, but it costs double than the other one. So probably in some cases you'll find this more cost effective and purposeful. So you can use this one. But nowadays I would say that Zigbee 3.0 and this combination would be a better idea to buy, because that will, I wanna remove anything from Wi-Fi and control otherwise whenever it's possible. And Zigbee is actually working out better. It's mostly very reliable compared to Wi-Fi, as well as think about it's not only quick, as well as there is no progress on Matter as such lately. It's gonna take probably another year for Matter to get standardized. Until that, I believe Zigbee is the best protocol to be used. And I'm on Amazon ecosystem, and Alexa is the device I use to control everything. So that's why everything I buy is basically for Alexa. Best cost-effective setup. Everything works with Alexa. There are times you have to use a third-party apps to connect to Alexa, but that's okay. But priorities when you're picking devices focuses on something which supports either Smart Life or Alexa, so directly. So which means Alexa switches are my favorite nowadays to buy. Having said that, take a look at the web. So you can see this is the video I have. Take a look if you like it. This talks more about this controller. It's been working fine, but nowadays I am using the controller which I discussed in this topic much more. They're simple, they're very efficient and cost effective in that matter. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please click like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Look forward to talking to you again.